As the government turns to technology to help MPs work through this pandemic, there are calls for Ottawa to make sure everyone can do the same. With more and more people working from home, some say home internet access should be an essential service, that those who can't afford it should have the cost subsidized. Scott Peterson is back with the latest details on this.
Yeah, good morning, Heather. This is a lot of Canadians are pushing back. A lot of advocacy groups saying that if Canadians have to work at home, have to search for work at home, have to do their homework at home, or a variety of things, that there should be some incentive or subsidy for Canadians unable to access high-speed internet, saying if it is an essential service, it should be available not to just to some Canadians, but to all Canadians. Here's one advocacy group saying the Black professionals in Tech Network sort of outlining their issues, which are really Canadian issues across the board for many Canadians.
It's absolutely imperative right now in 2020 that people, have access to this, especially when you're thinking about historically underrepresented groups like Black professionals, like Black, folks in Canada.
Not alone, this follows groups like the Public Interest Advocacy Centre, also the poverty organization Acorn Canada, National Pensioners Federation, and some of the ideas that they have together put forward are set to sort of ease the constraints on families and individuals that don't have access to high-speed internet or able to afford it. These are some of the recommendations, the top 5 anyways, saying a moratorium could be a good on disconnections for the next couple of months. Also ending overage charges, $30 data and talk cell phone plans for seniors and low-income earners, unlimited data, no extra charges. We're hearing stories, or CBC is, of lots of reports of Canadians paying $500 to $600 in overbilling, and no price increases for the foreseeable future. And this also joins sort of a push by Open Media, their advocacy group, saying that families are at a disadvantage if children have to wait sometimes minutes or even hours to download homework. Also for individuals trying to look for work, they're at a disadvantage as well if they don't have high-speed internet. And also the CRTC has a number, the most recent number saying that 40% of rural households have access to high-speed internet, which means 60% do not, and that puts rural families in particular at a disadvantage over urban centers, Heather.
So how persuasive have these advocates been? What is the Canadian government's response to them so far?
Well, there is a growing voice, and the Liberals did run in a campaign that they wanted to reduce cell phone rates, internet rates by 25%. That's been somewhat difficult. Navdeep Bains, the innovation minister, this is his jurisdiction, saying that his department's continuing to work with Canadians, but there's billions of dollars as well towards the Universal Broadband Fund, which is expected to be up and running by 2030. But a lot of advocates saying that is too little too late, and that Canadians continue in the meantime to pay some of the highest internet and cell phone bills in the world, Heather.
Scott, thank you very much.